neighborhood has moved.
Today we're watching The End of Oak Street, a monstrous thriller from It Follows director David Robert Mitchell. I'll see you in the lobby after the show. Hello and welcome to the lobby. Let's get right to the review. The Platts are just a normal family living their lives in the suburbs of the 1980s, when their neighborhood is transported back to the Mesozoic era. They have to fend off dinosaurs as they try to find a way home, or at least just survive. One of the most exciting things a movie can do is absolutely wrap you in tight before the vanity cards are even done playing. Michael Giacchino is a master composer, and I will never get tired of his scores. I really didn't know what I was getting into with this one, so the moment I heard his whimsical introduction, I was hooked. And that feeling that he sets up at the beginning drives the movie in a way I was absolutely not expecting. The trailers and the writer and director made me think we were going on a much darker, scarier journey. Not that the film isn't dark and scary, because it most certainly is, but it actually has a more Amblin Entertainment vibe to it. In fact, I'm sure I'm not the only one saying this, but it's funny how Mitchell gave us a better Spielberg movie than the one Spielberg gave us this year. But it really does feel like that era of family adventure, despite being a lot more gruesome and terrifying than Jurassic Park. It's a story about family and connection and how important it is to watch out for one another. I thought they did an excellent job showing that through this family that's slowly breaking apart from the inside. I wouldn't have thought to put Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor together as a couple, but they had a ton of chemistry together. Come to think of it, it's kind of wild that either of them are even in this movie. Not only does a monster thriller seem a bit out of either of their comfort zones, but apparently the movie they originally signed on for was much darker and closer to what you might expect from Mitchell at the helm. It's a movie where I'd love to learn more about the production and watch some behind-the-scenes interviews. It's kind of wild what they got away with while retaining a PG-13. It's a very tense watch with a lot of brutal scenes. I actually thought this wouldn't work based on the trailers, but they lean into it in a way that never feels exploitative. Like, the Jurassic Park and World films got to a point where they practically felt like slashers, where the focus was on cool kills instead of the horror of the situation. This movie leans into the horror. There's always something in the background, something lurking just behind a house or off in the distance, or sometimes even right in front of you without you realizing it. It creates an atmosphere of dread that you usually don't see in an adventure film like this. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this one, but it's not perfect. There's a character who becomes significant more than halfway in and doesn't really do enough for the story or themes to warrant it. The sci-fi element of it also feels a little too convenient at times, though the payoff for it in the end was very satisfying. I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. I highly recommend seeing this one big and loud if there's an IMAX that isn't still playing The Odyssey or Spider-Man right now. See it for Ewan McGregor, see it for Anne Hathaway or the dinosaurs, whatever the reason, definitely go check this one out. But I'd like to know what you think of The End of Oak Street. Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you here again in the lobby next time.